Good afternoon and welcome to NTV News. I am Siksha Sharma. Let's take a look into the headlines first. Vice President Ram Sahai Prasad Yadav calls for better trade cooperation between South Asian countries. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi urged need to push forward. Dengue cases continue to grow across the country. Doctors lament ineffective campaign against larva destruction aiding the rise. More than 60 migrants feared dead at sea off Cape Verde coast in West Africa. 38 people rescued. Hundreds of Muslim men set fire to churches and vandalized Christian homes over blasphemy in Pakistan. Dozens of buildings damaged. Welcome back. Now the news in detail. The 7th China-South Asia Expo in Kunming kicked off on Wednesday in southwest China's Yunnan province. Vice President of Nepal Ram Sahai Prasad Yadav, who is leading the Nepali delegation who is representing Nepal at the Expo, delivered a keynote speech at the Expo while highlighting the need for better cooperation in trade and investment between South Asian countries. In his address, the Vice President invited China to invest in trade, tourism, infrastructure, connectivity and hydropower sectors in Nepal. During the program, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi urged the South Asian countries to deepen connectivity, push forward the construction of main corridors such as the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor and the China-Nepal cross-border railway, accelerate the construction of key corridors, nodes and projects, and promote the smooth flows of a regional economic cycle. Prior to the Expo, Vice President Yadav inaugurated the Nepali pavilion that showcased Nepali products. On the sidelines of the Expo, Minister for Foreign Affairs of China Wang Yi called on the Vice President where matters of bilateral interest were discussed. The Expo, running from August 16 to 20, is co-hosted by the Chinese Ministry of Commerce and the Yunnan provincial government. It has attracted over 2,000 exhibitors from more than 60 countries and regions. Taking you to other outbreaks where experts warn the dengue infection might surge sharply in the coming 2 months, saying the control measures have not been enough. According to the Division of Epidemiology and Communication Disease Control, 15,000 people have tested positive for dengue this season, while 11 deaths have been reported. In Sunsari, the district most affected, almost every household has a dengue case. Health institutions are overwhelmed with dengue patients. Many are undergoing treatment at public offices, including ward offices, town halls, and chamber building to vent the pressure. According to the Chief of Health Department of Dharan Metropolis, Dharan alone has reported 11,000 cases. Incessant rainfall induced landslide. The possibility of landslide following the incessant rainfall has threatened the Tharche rural municipality 7 Khani Gaon of northern Gorkha. The land where the settlement is located in the district has been torn apart owing to the triggered landslide, while 32 houses are at high risk of landslides. Also, landslide has caused groundland to be caved in and interiors of most of the housings in the settlement have been damaged. According to the Vice President of the village, Sunila Gurung, the land above, the deputy chair of the village, the rural municipality, Sunila Guru, the land above settlement vicinity has been torn apart. She additionally said that the locals are in fear to live in the house at the moment. Meanwhile, the work of removing debris and maintenance for the regular operation of Daiji Jogbuda road section route to Kanchanpur and Dadaldura has taken place. Due to incessant rain since the past few days, Daiji Jogbuda, one of the alternate road connection to the Bhimdatha highway, was obstructed almost for a week. Daiji Jogbuda road section halted as safe vehicle movement was disrupted after landslide occurred at different locations there. Information Officer and Engineer of Infrastructure Development Office, Kanchanpur, Himraj Bhatta, informed although few places at distance are reported to be at risk to travel, small vehicular movement will resume within a week. And let's take a look into a short break. More news follows up next. To stay with us. Welcome back to NTV News. Taking a look into further developments. Some areas of the Koshi and Bagmati provinces are likely to receive heavy rainfall today. Downpour is predicted in the two provinces in the afternoon and night. Other provinces will probably witness light to moderate rainfall. According to the Department of Hydrology and Meteorology Weather Forecasting Division, though the monsoon's low pressure line has come nearer to the country, it has lesser impact due to weak monsoon wind. Now rain with thunderstorm is taking place in some areas of Gandaki, Koshi, Bagmati and Karnali provinces and at one or two places of the Karnali province. The division further informed that the country will witness partial to general changes in the weather this afternoon. Likewise, some places of the mountainous area and other remaining areas will see light to moderate rainfall with thunderstorms, and lightning is also likely to take place in some areas of Koshi, Madhes and Gandaki and one or two places of the remaining provinces in the night time. The division has urged the people to adopt safety alert measures in view of possible erratic weather conditions in different areas. A wild tusker died after getting stuck in a septic tank at Suklafata municipality in Kanchanpur district yesterday night. Chief Conservation Officer at the Suklafata National Park, Kishore Kumar Mehta, informed that the wild elephant died after it happened to fall into the septic tank on the premises of the Vatavaran Buffer Zone Community Forest at Suklafata Municipality 7. Mehta said further investigation into the incident is underway. One of the important festivals of the Newar Buddhist community of Kathmandu Valley, the Gunla festival, has begun from today. In Newari language, the Gun means ninth and La means month. The month celebrating essence of humanity by giving message to follow norms to make a human life better. This festival is celebrated on the 9th month of the Nepal Sambat calendar. During the month-long festival, Newar community recites scriptures, observe fast and visit places of worship, playing the devotional music. The pilgrims, along with their traditional musical instrument, visit the Swayambhunath Stupa early in the morning for a month in a row. And let's take a look into yet another break. Stay with us for the international developments.
अब 43 र 53 ग्रेड सहित होम्सी सिमेन्ट.
Welcome back, taking you to the international update, where more than 60 people are believed to have died after the boat they were traveling on from Senegal was found off the Cape Verde, the International Organization for Migration said on Wednesday. At least 63 asylum seekers are thought to have died, while the 38 survivors include 4 children between the ages of 12 and 16. Police said the long wooden fishing vessel was spotted on Monday in the Atlantic Ocean off West Africa, about 277 kilometers from the Cape Verdean island of Sal. Initial reports suggested the vessel had sunk, but it was later clarified that it was found drifting. Thousands of Muslims in Pakistan have set fire to churches and vandalized homes belonging to the Christians over claims that 2 men had desecrated the Quran, police said. The attacks took place in the Zaranwala in the province of Eastern Punjab. Police said at least 4 churches had been set on fire, while residents said up to a dozen buildings connected to churches had been damaged. Blasphemy is punishable by death in Pakistan. No one has ever been executed for it, but dozens have previously been killed by mobs after being accused of the crime. Towards Hawaii now, where the Maui County began the difficult work of releasing the identities of those killed in the wildfire that decimated historic Lahaina town. The death toll in the wildfire stood at 106 as hundreds remain unaccounted for. It's the deadliest wildfire in the U.S. in more than a century. Maui County said there are 3 additional individuals who will be publicly identified soon in Lahaina on Tuesday. The work of scouring burned out structures for remains continues. People with missing loved ones are being asked to provide DNA samples to help with the identification. A quick look into the highlights of what's coming up next. For the first time in nearly half a century, Russia has made it to the moon. The nation's Luna 25 mission, its first moon effort since Luna 24 in 1976, when Russia was part of the Soviet Union, successfully reached the lunar orbit, the Russian space agency Roscosmos announced, and the spacecraft appears to be in good shape. Luna 25 launched on August 10, kicking off the first moon mission in modern Russian history. The probe has been checking its required boxes since, according to Roscosmos. Luna 25 snapped its first photos on Sunday, which the agency also shared via Telegram. A team from the Sea World Foundation was involved in a delicate rescue operation this week after a humpback whale in trouble was spotted off the Australia's Gold Coast. The team conducted a delicate rescue operation to disentangle a humpback whale that was towing an anchor and rope off the Gold Coast Seaway. In a challenging operation with the 10-meter humpback still full of energy and swimming at a pace of 8 to 10 knots, the team managed to grapple a large buoy into the trailing rope, which put enough pressure to remove the anchor and rope from the whale's tail fluke. The team completed a full visual check to ensure all equipment was removed and left the whale to continue its migration with only minimum superficial wounds to its tail. And this brings us to the end of the bulletin. To wrap up, a quick reminder of the top stories. Vice President Yadav calls for better trade cooperation between South Asian countries. Chinese Foreign Minister urged the need to spearhead construction of China-Nepal cross-border railway. Dengue cases continue to grow across the country. Doctors lament ineffective campaign against larva destruction aiding the rise. More than 60 migrants feared dead at sea off Cape Verde coast in West Africa. 38 people rescued. Hundreds of Muslim men set fire to churches and vandalized Christian homes over blasphemy in Pakistan. Dozens of buildings damaged. That's all for now. Thank you for watching. Have a great day ahead. Namaste.